Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts, along with meteorologist Ashley Civic. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain,
It's
know.
Friday
night.
Yeah,
Almost there.
we are.
I got 2 more newscasts in front of me. Then I'm going to be gone for a few days, I know,
Mhm.
during the severe weather
Yeah.
threat. Nothing I can do about it. It's one of those
Yes.
things, but it's okay. The team's in charge. The team is
We've got you
good.
covered. Don't
The
worry.
team. Are you an effective team? Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, it's a Tom Cruise movie with
Okay.
Oblivion sci-fi. Really
Oh.
cool movie if you get a chance to see it.
Okay.
Anyway, the woman's obnoxious in it, and she goes, "Jack, are you an effective team?" And he's like, "Yes, Sally." Her name's Sally, and
Yeah.
he says it every time. But anyway, y'all
Yeah.
are an effective team, and I'm proud to work with y'all,
Yes.
and it's all going to be fine.
Mhm.
And this. I don't like going away and leaving you guys like this, but I have to have a life.
That's true.
Okay.
You have to have
Yeah.
some time off, regardless
Mhm.
of what's going on.
So I did the math. I don't think I have to go back and look, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've taken a vacation day this year.
I don't think so.
I've been off. If I've worked like a Saturday, then I've been off like a
Yeah,
Monday. But
But that doesn't count.
no, well,
does-
that's not true. Okay, so I did take off. I just realized I took off. Well, it still didn't count. I took off a day for Mardi Gras. But that
Yeah,
was
but you
because I
came
worked.
back early.
Right, came back early. So
So
I cut my trip
it's,
short. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, folks, but
Yeah.
I have to have a little bit of a life in
yes.
between it all. And I don't like sitting there thinking, when's the last time I actually took a vacation?
That's
And I
me right
hate
now.
that. Well, yeah,
It's
I
coming up,
can
but it's
understand that.
okay.
You're a hard worker and you work a lot of different shifts. And I always try to
Mhm.
take that into account when we're scheduling you.
Mhm.
So that's the story there. But
Yes.
Ashley's here right now. We're going to take advantage of that before she goes off and has a nice little din and hopefully gets some rest this weekend.
Yes.
We've got a little rain moving in right now.
Yeah.
This is not going to be severe. Don't worry about this rain
Mm-mm.
tonight or tomorrow. There will be a couple thunderstorms mixed in, but this is not part of this event. The actual
No.
event won't get here until late in the weekend.
Yeah, so this is system further off to the west right now, just going to bring us some rain heading into the overnight hours and especially into tomorrow morning. We are still sitting relatively on the warm side, 77 here in the metro as well as in Vicksburg, 75 in Macomb. It's also a little bit warm even further off to the north, 74 in Oxford, 76 in Starkville. And we're not going to cool off by much overnight, but we also are expecting showers to increase by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. And we're looking at off and on rain chances throughout your Saturday. So I know there's a lot of outdoor events going on. No need to cancel any plans, but just make sure to have an umbrella and rain jacket with you. If there are a few thunderstorms, we're not expecting them to be severe by any means on Saturday. We'll start to see the rain move out Saturday night, and we'll stay relatively quiet for most of your Sunday. Monday. And this will allow the clouds to dissipate just a little bit and some sunshine to peek through. It's going to be relatively warm Sunday. We're talking highs in the middle, maybe even upper 80s in some places. And then we turn our attention to Sunday night and Monday morning. We do have first alert weather days in place as our next line of storms moves in. Unfortunately, again, it's that time frame Sunday night into Monday morning. A slight risk in place for the majority of central and southwest Mississippi. A few of our far most northern counties in the viewing area under that enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5. But don't get too caught up in the risk zones. It's important to remember that all modes of severe weather are going to be possible with this line. That includes damaging winds, hail, and the potential for tornadoes.
That's right. So I want to keep that in mind. It's level 2, level 3, and we're looking at that Sunday night, Monday morning time frame. We've got pretty high confidence in it too, since we're looking now at high resolution model data, which is something that we get within the 72-hour range of any event. So that's good to know.
Yeah, and speaking of one of our high resolution models, here's how this weekend could play out. And more than likely, it's looking like it's going to be just, again, off and on rain showers starting tomorrow morning. And that will be the case even into the afternoon, not a complete washout. And then we'll really start to see things quiet down Saturday night and into Sunday morning. If you have any early morning church service plans or maybe some breakfast plans, maybe just keep the umbrella with you. An isolated shower can't be ruled out Sunday morning for some of us, but we really don't see that activity pick up until Sunday night. Here's that time frame where we start to see some of those clusters ahead of the main line develop, especially in the lower delta. This is by around let's go back a little bit, around 10 o'clock or so. That's when we'll start to see the activity pick up, especially in the lower delta. And again, all modes of severe weather possible. And then we'll start to see the line shift into early Monday morning. I would say around 3-4 o'clock, because that's when areas in the central part of our viewing area, like the Jackson Metro, could see some of these storms move in. And then by the morning commute, things will pretty much exit our area and we're left with relatively quiet weather for the rest of your Monday.
Yeah, that'll be nice once we get there. But before then, there's going to be some anticipation. There's going to be some concern. We will be staffed Sunday night, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But just to let you know that this is what we're going to be dealing with in the interim.
Yeah, and I know everyone's always curious about the tornado threat. As we head into, this is Sunday night by around 11 o'clock, midnight or so, we are still seeing some of that energy there across parts of central Mississippi. So again, make sure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts if there are any that are issued Sunday night and early Monday morning. But as we continue throughout the morning, that energy really drops off, especially by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then it's pretty much done with, again, by the morning commute on Monday.
That's good news.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a brief window for the tornado threat Sunday night, early Monday morning, but very brief, I guess, is really the key thing there.
Yeah. So besides the tornado threat, I would say damaging winds and hail will be our highest likelihood. The flash flooding risk on the lower end, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some localized flooding just from seeing the rain on Saturday with the ground already being saturated. But overall, that's what our threat is looking like with that event Sunday night into Monday. Now, we aren't necessarily done with the rain for the rest of the week. We get a little bit of a break Tuesday, and then the second half of next week, it looks like we'll see showers and storms again, but too early to get into the details on that. I will say we do already have a risk in place, a level 2 out of 5 for areas along and north of I-20, but again, this is 6 days away, so expect this to change, just like what we've been seeing this upcoming weekend's risk has changed since we first saw it, I guess 7 days ago.
Yeah,
they keep getting early.
Right. I keep getting the one that stood out the most was the situation where we had the Taylorsville, Tylertown, Jefferson Davis County tornadoes that we saw 10 days in advance. We knew that was going to be pretty bad. This doesn't have those same markings, but don't get me wrong. Again, we say this all the time at nauseum. One tornado is all it takes to really ruin someone's life, and that's why we're so cautious about these things.
Yeah. So the second half of the week next week, it's a lot going on, so don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty details. details because it's more than likely going to change. But we're going to focus on this weekend. Right now, though, not looking too bad across central and southwest Mississippi from our First Alert Skycam network. Just some cloudy skies. There were some areas seeing a little bit of sunshine, but again, overall, not looking too bad.
Yeah. So that's the story there. I was just curious if you're kind of.
Yeah.
I'm going to slide around.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Just curious. Do these pop out? I forgot how I built this.
I guess they do.
Yeah.
I was looking at that too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was just curious about it. It's a low hanging cloud that's just west of Natchez. So okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah. We're not really expecting any severe weather, but certainly there could be some storms out there this evening. So just looking around the area. Let's go back. Look at that. It's telling us. Oh, now we're stuck. Okay,
there we go. I just noticed that too. I was like,
yeah,
interesting.
Just pull it up on the screen, see what it's doing. But we don't have any warnings in effect for that area now. But something we'll keep an eye on. This is Mississippi, but that's technically Louisiana. Yeah. Where that cell is, that's in Louisiana, across the bridge, but still an ominous looking thing nonetheless. Yeah. All right, folks, we want you to stay safe. I'll be back on Fox 40 News at 9 tonight, WLBT News at 10. I'll have some new information on this rough weather that we could be seeing this weekend. And then you can catch Ashley throughout next week. And that's that. Could be a non-rotating wall cloud. Well, it could be.
But
we'll see.
Yeah,
we don't really have much going on. Can you pull radar real quick? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to make you. So there is a cell right across the river from Natchez.
I'm just going to pull up.
Yeah. Let's go in here.
Oh, wrong way. I mean, look, here's Natchez.
Yep. It's just west of Natchez across the river.
It'd be there.
Yeah, I don't know. And is there a precipitation with it? Hit level 2 real quick. That's a good thunderstorm cell there.
Yeah.
Where is Elise? She's off today. She's back. She's back Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't keep everybody straight on these schedules, but yeah. So that's the story there. All right, folks, listen, we're going to let you go. We'll be watching the weather, though, for you throughout the weekend. Of course, stay with WLBT. I think the worst of the weather we are expecting would come our way Sunday night into Monday morning. So just keep that in mind. There are some aggressive showers, though, as you can see on the radar there, already popping up. We can't be terribly surprised by that, but we will keep you apprised of any changes in the weather situation should they develop. In the meantime, stay safe, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you on WLBT News at 10.